ませろ。
Easy!
Water is the first and default style you get when you first start. It's a simple style that has pretty much remained the same since release. This rare style, in my opinion, is the most underrated and one of the most powerful styles in the game. Although it's the slowest style, Water makes up for it in its great moveset and defense. Despite being a rare, it has one of the best movesets in my opinion, and speaking of movesets, let's actually talk about it. The R move is called Shining Sun. This R grants the standard durability and strength buff that increases damage, durability, and increased shield health. Water's R move is the longest amongst R abilities in Mugen. You can take advantage of this by using it to stall for blocks, or you can use it to bait your enemy and become immune to damage. Before using this move, you should have a parry to protect yourself from getting camped until you finish your buff. Moving on to your attack moves. Surface Slash is Water's first move. It's a simple slash move that resembles your regular M1. It does a total of 14 damage. This move has two variations. First one having a long animation that goes far, while the second is a fast swing which can be activated while being close and using lock-on, or by holding M1 while using this move. The downside of the first variation is that it can be interrupted more easily than the second due to long animation. Surface Slash is best used mid-clash or to retaliate after blocking a move. Moving on to the second move, it's Flowing Dance. It does 28 to 34 damage. Using this move makes the user enter a state that moves in a slithering pattern while remaining immune to all damage and doing damage simultaneously. This move is by far the most useful in Water's kit. It takes a lot of block health while also being a mobile barrage move. It's best used after parrying an opponent or to punish an enemy for missing. Water Wheel is Water's third move. This move does 15 to 17 damage. It's sort of like a downward slam that propels the user forward slightly. After using this move, the user will be vulnerable for some time, making it risky in certain situations. Therefore, please use this move with caution as your opponent may punish you if you either miss or get blocked. This move is best used right after you jump and land on an opponent, mid-clash when their block breaks, or right after you get parried. If you use 3 once and then Water Wheel, you're guaranteed to break their block. Sundance is Water's awakening move. This move replaces Surface Slash. You're required to be 50 HP or below to use this move. And once you use it, you'll enter a sick animation that does 50 damage right after it ends. Moving on to combos, for the first combo we'll combine Flowing Dance, Water Wheel, and Surface Slash. This combo is perfect if you plan on breaking your opponent's block. Flowing Dance can break your enemy's block, allowing you the perfect conditions to use Water Wheel and then following up with Surface Slash right after. The second combo will use Surface Slash, Flowing Dance, and then Water Wheel. If you manage to land Surface Slash, they'll get stunned, allowing you to dash in for a Flowing Dance and then Water Wheel right after. For the third combo, we'll use Flowing Dance, Surface Slash, and then Water Wheel. This combo is for when the enemy manages to block Flowing Dance. Using Surface Slash right after will break their block, allowing you to go in for a Water Wheel. This combo is the most useful for Water as Flowing Dance connects perfectly with Surface Slash, which is a much safer option than Water Wheel. This combo can pretty much be used in any situation. Despite being a Water main myself, I don't know many combos. I prefer to use most of my moves based on the situation instead of using them in combos. Water's playstyle is a bit harder to use compared to others. Being the slowest style makes it harder to catch up to others and way harder to dodge moves. So to compensate for speed, you should use your R buff and Flowing Dance to avoid damage if you can't dodge. Taking into consideration about the new update, most people are now playing Shockwave and Mist due to recent buffs. So this part of the video is dedicated to countering both Mist and Shockwave. So let's start with Shockwave. Shockwave is the strongest style right now in my opinion, so we must learn how to counter it. So for the first Shockwave move, we have Air type. My worst nightmares for this move came true. Due to the new update, this move is pretty much guaranteed to break your block. Unless you can parry, so avoid blocking this move if you can. To negate this move, you can use your R when they use it or sacrifice Flowing Dance. Parrying will also work if you have it, but if you don't have any of these, just sacrifice your block. Next up for Shockwave, we have Disorder. If you manage to bait the enemy to miss this move, you can respond with Water Wheel, but use it a bit before this move ends. If you don't have Water Wheel, you can still use Flowing Dance, but only a bit before the move ends. Last but not least, we have Destruct. This move received a major speed buff, but in return, the enemy is no longer immune to damage during animation. You can take advantage of this by using Flowing Dance if they miss or use Water Wheel when it's about to end. If you manage to block, you can still follow up with either Surface Slash or Water Wheel right after. So there is one Shockwave combo you should watch out for. It starts with Disorder, then Air type, and if your block breaks or you're stunned, they'll go in for Destruct. To counter this, you can bait them into wasting their Disorder, or if you've already been hit with Disorder, you can use your R when they jump into the air to use Air type. Mist is now beginning to replace Flame in the meta, and most people are now playing it due to some new changes in its move mechanic. To start, we'll talk about Scattered Mist. This move has two variations. The first one hits twice up close, while the second has a longer range but half the damage. If you manage to block this move, you have the opportunity to counter with any of your moves. Next up, we have Mist Breaker. To counter this move, you can just parry it and your block won't even take that much damage. Mist users like to use this move a bit before you finish Flowing Dance. So to counter this counter, just turn off Lock On right before it ends and go away from your enemy. Last but not least, we have Sea of Haze. Countering this move is simple. I like to do this magical thing that negates all damage from this move. It's called Holding Block or just dashing out. There is one combo you should watch out for Mist. A lot of Mist users in this new update like the combo Scattered Mist followed up by Sea of Haze. This combo provides a lot of stun as well as high damage. Since Mist doesn't do that much damage to your shield bar, you should use your block more often when you know they have Scattered Mist ready. Most Mist users like to dump their moves in one go, and if you manage to block just one of the moves while buffed, you and your block can survive a full combo from Mist with just one parry. Now that's it for the water tutorial, and just enjoy some gameplay with water. Now that's it for the water tutorial, and thank you to these people on the screen right now, and thank you all for watching.